Porter was working on a book before she died, and Albie Shore was working on the documentary of his life. And then he goes into a coma. Has Puffy ever been in a coma?
When put into perspective of the reignition of this controversy in the mysterious passing of Kathy White, it makes you pause a little bit when you listen to the lyrics. At the end of the day, there is a lot of speculation and rumors surrounding the situation, and it is really hard to decipher between what is fact and conspiracy sometimes. We know that Jay-Z has a very close relationship with P. Diddy, who has a reputation for taking out anyone who gets in his way, who is a liability, or who he is jealous of. So I guess I wouldn't really say that it's a stretch to think or question whether Jay-Z could have potentially had a hand in Kathy White's passing, especially with the reputation that one of his best friends, Diddy, has. So that is the gist of the Kathy White situation and some of the rumors and speculations surrounding the Kathy White situation. Ultimately, at the end of the day, this is a tragedy. A young woman lost her life way too early. And it is very concerning that this woman had a connection to Jay-Z and was ready to go public about their relationship. And mysteriously, she passes away before she has the opportunity.
I think the Carters will speak about any of this at all? Do you just feel that they'll make any statement about
Beyonce
what's going on?
Beyonce is losing hundreds of thousands, millions of followers every day. And she still hasn't said anything. Just pretending like life is great in Paris.
Is it her place to say so?
I mean, probably not, considering she's going to be indicted for anything she say. These are criminals. Diddy is a dealer, and so is Jay-Z. The proof is there.
Miss Beyoncé Giselle Knowles Carter just donated $100,000 to the Busby alma mater.
Oh.
Yeah.
Beyonce?
Yeah. Interesting. That Mrs. Knowles, because she's now dropped the Carter. And, yeah, she's,
Oh, wait, she dropped it.
Yeah.
What's going on?
It's just listed in Forbes, and now she's donating to her husband's arch enemy's alma mater in Houston, Texas, where all of those families consort and know each other, and country club together and go to Joel Osteen services from time to time. Yeah.
Here it is again, slowed down. As Queen Ba takes her seat with Molly Meldrum, her dress gathers like it's about to spill some tea of its own.
The Jay-Z victims are going to be worse. They're worse. Because of the psychological torture that comes along with what he does.
New evidence has just dropped in court that could shake up the Carter household in a major way. Word on the street is that Blue Ivy might not even be Ion's daughter. Rumor has it her real mom could be someone Jay-Z had a little extracurricular activity with, who mysteriously vanished after. Talk about a plot twist.
Why did God give me this life? Sometimes the Oklahoma.
Here it is again, slowed down. As Beyoncé eases into her seat with Molly Meldrum, her dress folds, igniting a global frenzy. That little crease had folks everywhere buzzing. After her interview last Sunday, the streets were ablaze with rumors about her pregnancy being a sham. The chatter was non-stop. Was Queen Bee's baby bump real? Or was the whole thing a flawless illusion?
But ever since her recent interview on Sunday Night HD, there's been a whole new wave of people saying what must have been a fake baby bump visually collapsed as she sat down. I admit, that did look weird, but maybe it was a weird camera angle. Or maybe she wears extra padding to keep her due date a secret.
Because of the way that Beyoncé's belly folded when she sat down, many believed that there was no way that that was a real baby bump. There was so much speculation about this situation that even Wendy Williams did an experiment with her audience to see if other pregnant women's bellies folded like that when they sat down.
Beyoncé recently, like last Sunday, appeared on an Australian show. And when she sat down, the baby bump squashed, bent, and crumpled.
The reason that I bring this up, though, is because if Beyoncé and Jay-Z were having a baby via a surrogate, it would be a little odd to announce that they were physically with child, unless the House of Carter was trying to cause a massive media PR frenzy to take all of the media attention away from the woman who was just recently alleged in the press to be Jay-Z's mistress, mysteriously passing away. Well, obviously that is just speculation and maybe a little bit of conspiracy, but if it was their intention to take the media attention off of anyone potentially running a story about Jay-Z's mistress passing away, it most certainly worked, because the media and the press were completely zeroed in on Beyoncé and Jay-Z's pregnancy from the moment it was announced to the moment that Blue Ivy made her arrival. And at least I know, I personally never even heard about Kathy White until this whole P. Diddy stuff started flipping everything on its head.
But hold up. It gets even darker. Rumors were swirling about a pregnant woman who was murdered, leaving everyone asking the million-dollar question. If she was killed, what happened to her baby? This scandal had layers, honey, and it wasn't about to stay buried. Enter Kathy White, a name that keeps popping up, adding even more fuel to the fire.
See?
The streets are buzzing with one burning question. Could Blue Ivy really be the secret love child of Kathy White and Jay-Z? And if that's the case, just how far would Jay-Z and Beyoncé go to keep their billion-dollar empire intact? The answer is simple, real far.
Couldn't get pregnant. Not naturally, not normally. What I do know is this. When Beyoncé got on that stage with that fake baby bump.
Oh yeah.
It was lined up with the same timing of where Kathy White would have been in her second trimester. And when we all watched her get on TV with that fake pregnancy belly that folded over, she sat down. The timeline of when she delivered Blue Ivy lines up almost perfect with the timeline of when Kathy White would have delivered.
Wow.
We all know that Blue Ivy came from a surrogate.
Yep.
They shut that hospital down like a president had just been. And parents who had just had children themselves weren't even allowed to see their own kids for 24 hours.
They bounced my family off the 6th floor and from the waiting room and made them go downstairs and get her.
There's a lot of us that are coming together to deal with this issue. This is not by any means just us.
Because of the security that was locking that whole thing down.
$1.3 million is alleged that Beyoncé and Jay-Z, the Carters, paid this hospital to have the right to have their baby there in complete secrecy and privacy.
Okay, so the surrogate was carried out and no one heard her speak a word.
The tea started brewing back in the late 2000s when rumors began swirling about Jay-Z allegedly stepping out on Beyoncé with Kathy White. But Kathy wasn't just some random side piece. She was a PR powerhouse with deep connections in Hollywood and the hip-hop scene. The gossip hit the fan in 2010 when Kathy was spotted living it up with Jay-Z and Diddy at Town Nightclub in Vegas. And guess who was MIA? Beyoncé. Born in Louisiana and raised in Virginia, Kathy had it all. A proud Howard University grad, she was making serious moves in the entertainment industry, brushing shoulders with the biggest names. Fast forward to May 2009, during the weekend of the Manny Pacquiao versus Ricky Hatton fight in Vegas. The city was lit with celebrities, and among the star-studded crowd at the after-parties were Jay-Z and Diddy. And right there, in the mix with her crew, Claudia Jordan and Nikki Chu, was none other than Kathy White.
I think the Carters will speak about any of this at all. Do you just feel that they'll make any statement about
Beyonce
what's going
is
on?
losing hundreds of thousands, millions of followers every day. And she still hasn't said anything. Just pretending like life is great in Paris.
Is it her place to say so?
I mean, probably not, considering she's going to be indicted for anything she would say. These are criminals. Diddy is a dealer, and so is Jay-Z. The proof is there.
Just 2 weeks before Kathy's sudden death, word on the street is that a tabloid reached out, digging into her alleged affair with Jay-Z. The buzz is that Kathy was ready to dish all the dirt for the right price. But before she could go public with the tea, Beyoncé stole the spotlight with a huge announcement. She was pregnant with Blue Ivy. That VMA pregnancy reveal had everyone in their feelings, celebrating. But was it all just a happy coincidence? Fast forward 48 hours, and Kathy White was found dead.
Kathy White. The article that was published in 2010 included details of a wild night out in Las Vegas with Jay-Z, P. Diddy, Kathy White, and a model named Claudia Jordan. Their evening was said to be filled with gambling, clubbing, drinking, and a lot of PDA. We know Beyoncé and Jay-Z had been married since 2008, but Beyoncé was nowhere to be seen at this evening out. Once this article, along with damning photographs, were released, an editor over at Star Magazine reached out to Kathy White to try to get her side of the story. This former editor over at Star Magazine's name is Liz Crocken. Liz was writing an article looking into some of the controversy surrounding Jay-Z, his history of cheating and shady behaviors, and she was building a timeline, and she really wanted to hear what Kathy had to say about their alleged relationship. And Liz reached out to Kathy White to hear her side of the story. Kathy White denied even knowing Jay-Z. Once Liz was able to produce photographic evidence, Kathy agreed to consider coming forward and sharing her side of the story. A few days after this initial conversation, Liz had not heard anything back from Kathy White, allegedly. This prompted her to give Kathy White's PR firm a call. Liz was able to reach one of Kathy's employees at her PR firm, and this employee allegedly shared that Kathy White had passed away suddenly and unexpectedly.
Just the official cause of death was ruled a brain aneurysm, but the NYPD wasn't so sure at first. Flagging it as suspicious and hinting at possible foul play, toxicology reports were ordered, and whispers started circulating that Kathy might have been slipped something toxic before her sudden death. Even a detective speculated that this wasn't just a tragic accident. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and you know you've got to check out our next video for even more behind-the-scenes drama you won't want to miss.